and their enemies beheld them.
Yep.
And the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were frightened and gave glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of heaven. Verse 14. The second woe was past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Oh, the third woe. The third war didn't happen yet. Go ahead. The second war already passed. All right. What's that, 1942? Go ahead. 41? Go ahead, brother.
And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying.
Right. This goes with Amos 9 and 8. Go ahead.
The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord.
Right.
And for his Mashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever.
Hey, that hasn't happened yet, man. And that's why Apostle Hart saying James went off. Because the tabernacle of David wasn't fully established yet. Yeah, it was established spiritually. We know that. And the spiritual house of David fell after Joshua. Alright? But the physical house fell too. And that's what Amos 9 and 8 is talking about. Alright? In the beginning of the foundation that's being built upon is starting now. We're already building upon the foundation that was laid 2,000 years ago.
You want a scripture?
That's it. The next one, what was that? Yeah, somebody get it.
All right, this is Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth for the first heaven.
This is going to make you laugh when you get to verse 3. Don't try to see it all early either. Read, man.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
Oh, a new heaven and a new earth. Because this earth is wicked right now. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. It hasn't been given into the hands of the tabernacle of David yet. Go ahead.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Right, the first heaven and the first earth. The new high and the new low is going to be put on this earth. Go ahead.
And there was no more sea.
Right, go ahead. No more people.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
That's the tabernacle of David being fully established, man. Alright? Once we're fully made new and given our new bodies, man. And able to put people in subjection. That's what Apostle Hart meant when he said a king has to have a kingdom and slaves. And that's true. You know, you're not a king until that point. Go ahead, brother. I'm going to leave that alone. Go ahead. All about to say you're a tyrant, you know. Okay, that's something else.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh.
Oh, the what?
The tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people.
Oh, go ahead.
And they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with them and their power.
All right, so what did he say? In that day, when the enemy shall come and wrestle like a flood, then shall it be known who my chosen are. Right now, we can look at everybody, we teach them, but we don't know if we're the elect or not. We're still not established. You see that? So we got to wait for this to happen. Once Yahushua shows up, and the kingdoms of the world are given into his hand, and there's a new heaven and a new earth on this earth, New Jerusalem fully established, coming down from the chariot, that's when Amos 9 and 8 is going to come into play. All right, you got Edom? You already got to the Edom part?
No.
Keep going, brother.
Verse 12.
Amos, you got to make sure. You got to tell them,
Amos chapter 9, verse 12. They may, you know what, I'm going to start at verse 11 again. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day, I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
That's right. He's raising us up through what? Through this word. He's raising us up to stand upon our feet. All right? Raising up our ruins spiritually. But where is that going to lead to? The physical manifestation of us being saved and exalted, man. Psalms 91, you know? Go ahead.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Right, man. Get that little picture on there, man. That one right there. That's the tabernacle of David that is fallen. And you're not in there, vocab.
And close up the breaches thereof.
Right, here go vocab right here. Zoom in. You ain't got to zoom. 14. Yeah. He gonna choke you because he trying to hear your goddamn horrible ass rap. He like, shut that shit up.
And close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruin, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right, man. And we seeking the ways of old, but to build our kingdom as in the days of old, he got to bring all this shit down, man. You know what I mean? You know, he got to send us back to our land too. Esau not about to send us there. We can't get passports and go over there right now. James and them was Peter, Paul, they wasn't established like this back then, man. All right, it was still divisions. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom.
Oh, that we're going to possess the remnant of these devils. This is when Revelation 21 comes into play. You know, the New Jerusalem. All right, go ahead.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
Yep.
And all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord Yahweh that doeth it.
Yeah, you got David on it. Yeah.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 12.
Come on, brother.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom.
So we're going to possess the remnant of Edom. You know, and hey, man, that didn't happen during the times of Peter, Paul, and John, James, and Barnabas. That didn't happen. They didn't possess the remnant of Edom. So that's going to happen right now, Amos 9. And, at their end, you know. Go ahead, brother.
And all of the heathen which are called by my name.
Right, all the heathen going to go into slavery under the children of Israel when Yahweh shows up. And he brings all nations together. And he sets the goat on his left and the sheep on his right. Go ahead. That's establishing the tabernacle of King David. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord Yahweh that doeth this.
Hey, saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that doeth this. That's it on that. And we can keep going, but the point is made. And vocab Malone, you know, you don't have no part in this, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
This is Obadiah, chapter 1. I'm going to start at verse 17. But upon Mount Zion should be deliverance, and there should be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall be there shall not be any.
Peace, man. Peace.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken. So in the kingdom to come, right, the biblical Edomites are the Caucasian race. Me of the word Caucasian means cave dweller. All right. So the Lord has spoken this. So when the tabernacle of David had been established in New Jerusalem, right, in the new kingdom, we're going to possess all our possessions, these other nations, all right, because these other nations are considered heathens, like the Lord has said. So Esau is going to be stubble in the kingdom, man, when Yahweh's kingdom be established upon this earth.
That's right, man. So what? Yahweh is going to be our temple. We're not going to need an actual physical building, so that's not the focus. The focus is what, like Apostle Tahar said, kings and slaves. We're set up to be the kings on this earth, but we fell as a nation. So now the Lord has to raise us back up. How do you start building a soldier first? You can teach them how to hold a gun, but you got to get to their mind first. You see that? So that's why the Lord is establishing our mind and our hearts first. All right? And then he's going to give us a dang on building. And even then, Yahweh is going to be our temple. He's the chief cornerstone.
This is Revelation 21 and 22.
Right, man.
And I saw no temple therein. For the Lord of Almighty, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and the Lamb are the temple of it.
That's right. So the Lord and Yahweh are going to be our temple. That's why the scriptures say, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and are safe. They're going to be safe from what? World War III. Safe from judgment that's coming from Yahweh, so-called black man. The Lord is black according to the King James Bible. All right? His name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahushua. Go ahead. Oh, that was it? Y'all got anything else? Y'all got any questions?
No,
Actually, I know a lot, bro. You feel me?
yeah, he was interpreting it.
Hey, man.
I actually know him.
All right, go check it out. Hey,